Good day, my name is Dialisa Shirinalaram with matrix number 97374. So today, I'll be presenting and explaining about my infographic over here. So today, I'll be walking you through an organizational development analysis of one of the most significant corporate events in Malaysia recently, the Celcom-Digi merger. As you can see in the top left section of the infographic, this merger brought together two companies in the highly competitive telecommunication industry. The newly formed entity, Celcom-Digi, now operates one of the largest mobile network providers in Malaysia, managing a massive workforce of approximately 4,000 employees. But combining two massive organizations is never just about merging towers and networks. It is fundamentally about merging people, cultures, systems. So, we are done with the introductions. Let's look at why this change happened and its impact. So, what drove this massive change? In the organizational case analysis, I've identified three key drivers. Firstly is the economic pressure. So these both companies, Celcom and Digi, they face intense competition and declining profit margins at the same time. Secondly, the technological advancement. The rapid development of 5G and digital services required faster innovation, and merging allowed them to share crucial resources. Thirdly, the regulatory and legal factors. The government approvals and institutional factors actively shape how this merger unfolded. And looking at the analysis impact table, we can see a clear duality. For employees, there are positive opportunities for them in a broader career and upskilling, but negatively, it brings job uncertainty and increased stress in the changes for the employees. For workforce culture, the goal is to build a collaborative, unified culture, but the immediate reality often involves culture clashes and difficulty to align everyone under a shared vision. And then third one is for organizational performance. The merger promises improved market competitiveness, but in the short term, high integration costs and transition periods can reduce the productivity. Next, we will move forward to the OD concept and theories application. To navigate these complex impacts, there are three foundational organizational development theories. First, the Lewin's change model, viewing the merger in three stages. Firstly, unfreezing the organization by clearly communicating the importance of the change, executing the change by integrating employees and operations, and finally, refreezing by stabilizing the new structures and also the cultures. Secondly, by the quarters at step model, focusing on the initial phases, the leadership had to create urgency based on market competition, build a coalition to guide the transition, and communicate the vision of becoming the leading digital network. Thirdly is the McKinsey 7S framework, which highlights on how interconnected an organization is, which focusing on aligning the new strategy and structure, integrating the system and staff, specifically HR, and cultivating shared values to form a common corporate culture for the post-merger. So next part is the recommendation. So based on these theories and challenges, the primary recommendation I've stated is the implementation of the Digital Learning Academy. The purpose of this academy is to support the ongoing organizational transformation by providing continuous upskilling in 5G and integrated system to the employees, so that this directly can address the post-merger challenges like, for example, skill mismatch and also the role restructuring. The advantages are clear, which is to help employees from both companies, Digi and Celcom, to acquire shared competencies, ensuring smoother workforce alignment later on. And then furthermore, for the feasibility, it is highly feasible. Why I stated this is because it can be delivered through a blended learning approach of online modules and internal workshop also. It will remain cost effective, scalable, and also adaptable across all departments. So theoretically, this supports Lewin's refresh stage by reinforcing new behaviors and McKinsey's 7S by actively aligning staff and skills with the new system. Next is the SDG 8 alignment. It is also crucial to highlight that this initiative aligns strongly with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 8, which is focusing on decent work and economic growth. In this alignment, it supports SDG 8.2 by driving higher economic productivity through technological innovation and a skilled workforce. Next, it aligns with SDG 8.5 by promoting full productive employment and decent work through continuous training for the employees. So, to wrap up, I'm gonna talk about the key takeaways that I've gained from this analysis. While technology and competition are the strongest drivers of change, from this I found that the employees' adaptation is the most critical success factor. The structural integration, which combining the technology and the business units, it is relatively straightforward, but cultural integration is significantly more challenging. A merger of this scale creates massive strategic benefits, but it also creates a very human challenges. So therefore, continuous learning, like our proposed digital learning academy, it's absolutely crucial for sustaining this merger for the post change. So that's all from me. Thank you.